Hey guys, it's Carrie B. Today I'm going to show you how to get this smoky eye using the Basic Bitch palette from MAC Cosmetics. This is one of the 6 MAC Girls personality palettes that is out today, August 3rd. And the colors are amazing. I love this palette a lot. This is actually the first time I've really played with it, was to do this smoky eye, and I think it looks pretty great. So I hope you enjoy the tutorial, and let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to use Face and Body Foundation today, which is a little bit of a departure for me, but I'm starting to notice that my skin might be able to take a little less coverage. So what I love about this foundation is that you can layer it, but the best way to use it is with your fingers. And I know a lot of people get skeeved out by that, but there's something magical that happens because of the glycerin in this product. When you move it into your hands, you can see that my hands are starting to get more tack from the foundation, and that's when you know it's ready. Because at first it'll be really slippery, and then as you rub your hands together more and more, it starts to warm up, and then you can just press it where you need it, and it will layer the coverage. So this product is an oldie but a goodie. It's been around forever. And even if you have troubled skin or if you have more oily skin, it's a great veil to kind of see where you really need coverage. Because if you need to go back in and add concealer or whatever, or if you have, like I said, troubled skin and you have blemishes, you can just go back in and tap in that coverage where you need it. And that's the beauty of Face and Body. It's also great for the body, hence the name, and you can always go a little bit darker and get that beautiful sheen on the legs. It works well with pigments, so you can get like a beautiful glowy finish for the summer. And yeah, I'm obsessed with Face and Body. So here it is. Here's the Basic Bitch palette. It's one of the MAC Girls palettes, and what's really interesting about these is that they have some new textures in them, and as you can see, the colors in this one are really beautiful. No matter how you feel about the name, the product is really quite amazing, and it's a super great value. And they launched today, August 3rd. So I'm going to play around with this, and we're going to create kind of a smoky eye. So I'm going to start with Squid. This is a Kajal pencil from MAC. And I'm just going to start with this in my waterline. This is one of the MAC Pro eye palettes. I love these things. I'm obsessed with them. And I'm going to use this beautiful kind of gray tone here with a 219 brush. And I'm going to use this to base out my eye. So I'm going to use this flat brush, which is a 252, and I'm going to go into this beautiful kind of pearly shade. It's called Sly Girl. And I'm just going to press this right onto my lid. It's a beautiful color. Oh my God. So I'm going to come into this color called Text Me Later and this one called Game Changer. I'm just going to kind of tap into both of these with my 219 brush, and I'm going to come under my eye here and just press this color in. And you'll notice I'm using a pressing motion as opposed to working back and forth, because I want to try to keep the fallout to the minimum. These shadows are very soft, so they do have a little bit more fallout than maybe what you're used to. But the color is super rich, especially over top of that gray cream color. So I'm going to start with this small fluffy brush. I think this is a 221, and I'm going to go into Miss Personality, which is sort of this gray tone right here. And I'm going to start to work that into my crease. I like this brush because it's small and I have a lot of control. And so I just want to start to work that frosted shadow that we put on the lid. I want to work that out a little bit so it's not a hard line, and that's why I'm using this softer gray, because I want to start to build my dimensions slowly and build my smoke slowly. So I'm just going to work this back and forth, maybe take a little bit up into the brow bone, and then extend my eye out a little bit with it. And then I'll come in with a fluffier brush and blend. So I'm going to use the same brush, the 221, and I'm going to go back into this Text Me Later color. It's a little bit darker, and I'm going to start to add a little bit more smoke in the outer corner. just to give my eye a little bit more dimension. And I'm really focusing kind of in the outer 1/3 corner of my eye. And then I'm going to connect it underneath. Okay, that's pretty much it. It's the fastest way to do a smoky eye. And I'm just going to curl up my lashes here and apply some mascara. If you watch my videos, you know that extended play is my absolute favorite. So I'm just going to come in and give my lashes a really good coat. Starting on the bottom, always. So I just put a little bit of Face and Body on my hand, and I'm going to use this fluffy brush and kind of spin it in here, because the goal is to have a little bit of the foundation on the brush so that I can clean up under my eye and get any fallout or any more coverage that I need and smooth that out in this area. And I feel like, I feel like a dirty foundation brush can really be your best friend. And I don't mean dirty like from 3 weeks ago. I mean whatever you use to apply your foundation. Today I use my fingers for a different effect, but I still need that polishing effect here under my eye. So I'm just going to use a little bit of the foundation on this brush, and then I'm going to do a little highlight. So my trusty Prep and Prime pen in Radiant Rose, and we'll just do a couple of dots in here and blend it out. So I usually don't have to powder my foundation, but because I'm using Face and Body, it does need a little bit of powder. So I'm just going to come in with a little bit of translucent and just set under my eyes and around the bridge of my nose so my glasses don't lift up my foundation. It's going to be pretty humid today, so I need a little bit of powder. So I'm going to do some contouring. I'm going to go back into this Dame palette that I used earlier, and I'm going to use this khaki shade right here. And again, I'm going to use my finger to apply it. I'm going to come in right under my cheekbone and just press this in a little bit. On a paler, peachier skin tone like mine, these kind of khaki, taupey shades look really natural as a contour because my shadows would be a bit more gray and less warm. And I'm just using this duo fiber brush, and I'm just going to blend it out. And I don't want to over blend it, but I definitely want it to melt into the skin. So for my blush, I'm going to play around with warm and cool tones. This is Fairly Precious Extra Dimension Blush, which is one of my favorites. And even though we've got a lot of cool tones going on, I want to balance it out a little bit with something a bit warmer. So I'm going to use a 109 brush and just kind of buff this color into my cheek, just to give a little bit of color back into the face. And I'm using circular motions high on the cheekbone and working it towards the apple and then back into the hairline. And of course I'd be remiss without highlighting, so I'm going to use a fan brush here with Soft Frost, which is a extra dimension skin finish. And I'm just going to tap in a little bit of this sort of bluey, pearly highlight. Again, playing with the warm and cool tones I think is a really interesting way to approach makeup. So I'm going to highlight the inner corner of my eye using Tattletale, which is this really beautiful pearly silver right here. And this is an old MAC brush. I don't think it's in existence anymore, but I'm just going to follow the shape of my tear duct just to add a little bit of highlight. My eyes are pretty close set, so it's nice to add a little bit of light there so that it gives the illusion that my eyes are more equally set apart. So I'm going to keep the lip really soft. I'm going to use Whirl. This pencil is from the Caitlyn Jenner collection, but we carry it all the time, so I'm just going to fill in my lips a little bit with this, and then we're going to add a gloss. And to finish this off, I'm going to use a gloss. This is from one of the Nordstrom exclusive sets. This is called Baby Be Cool, and it's just a beautiful pink gloss, and we're going to use that to finish. So I just got a new haircut yesterday. It's a shag. How cute, right? I'm practically Rachel from Friends. And so I'm going to use a little bit of Sumo Wax from Bumble and Bumble, and I'm just going to kind of piece this out a little bit at the request of my hairstylist. Bobby Tochterman from David Hair Salon in New York. I am obsessed with my new hair, so I'm just going to piece this out a little bit. I'm not that great at hair, which we've discussed in earlier videos, but I'm going to try to make him proud because this haircut is just too cute. And yeah, so again, just a little bit of sumo wax from Bumble. I'm going to warm it up in my fingers and just kind of piece it out a little bit. I think it's adorbs. Woo! All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you subscribe to my channel. And whether you're a basic bitch or a fashion fanatic or a prissy princess or you're power hungry or you're a rockin' rebel, I'm sure you're gonna find a palette that you will love and that will embrace whatever girl you feel like being today. Take care and have a great day. Bye.